According to Terry Francona, who talked to MLB radio, he said if there's no setbacks and if he gets through one more pitching session, they will activate him on Sunday, which is really unbelievable.
It is. It's remarkable. When he was first sidelined with what was termed a blood disorder.
I think most people knew what that meant.
Well, okay, I wanted to remain as optimistic as possible. But when it came down that he was suffering from leukemia, then I said, well, first and foremost, he's got to get his life, he's got to get his body okay.
Sure.
You can't even worry about him pitching in 2019. Well, guess what? He comes back, and not only that, he looks good. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but I forget about jinxes.
He's going up to 97.
Yeah, in Carlos Carrasco's life, I don't think you're talking about a jinx here. But he looked really good in his rehabs, and what a weapon he could be for the Indians. Twofold. Number one, down the stretch, trying to secure a playoff berth. Number two, if they get to the playoffs, a vulture-type reliever that Francona can turn to at any point in the game.
You're talking about
to pitch one or more innings.
An Andrew Miller, for example?
An Andrew Miller type comes to mind, yeah, because in order to have that, you have to have a guy who's willing to do it. We know Carrasco is. Who has the arm to do it. We know Carrasco can go multiple innings. Now, he should not start. I don't anticipate him starting at all because he doesn't have the stamina built up, the legs and everything else that's required to start. But as a 1 to 2 inning reliever, dropping in the 5th inning if there's trouble, or the 4th inning, or the 7th inning, multiple inning guy, absolutely,
I wonder
that
about
makes sense.
I wonder about this. If you bring in, if there's an inning with a runner on base or whatever, unless Francona would like to start him with a clean inning, but let's say there's a runner on first base and they bring in Carrasco, the next couple of batters have to be, there has to be that slight, I don't know what it would be, a tick or something in their own mind that, holy cow, I'm pitching against a guy who 3 months ago was diagnosed with leukemia. And if you take a major leaguer off that much of his normal trend of thinking, it could be the difference between hitting the ball and not hitting the ball.
Yeah, I hear you, Les. I don't know that, if it gets to the playoffs, that batters would be necessarily thinking that. But I get your overarching point. It is a I don't throw this word around very often, but a miraculous recovery here.
No question.
To see him even capable of getting on a big league mound again, let alone being a contributor. Because I don't think, if the Indians saw him throwing 90 and laboring through an inning, they would be like, okay, we'll see you next year.
Those are Salazar numbers you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, they would say, see you next year.
Build yourself up and we'll do it again.
He's, not only is he coming back, he's coming back to help.
And can you imagine, if it's a home game when he comes in, what that would do?
Oh, man. I mean, that'll add a couple MPHs to the already high.
Yeah.
We saw what happened the first time he came out in Canal Park. He throws the first pitch 97. You think he wasn't amped for that?
Yeah, they should have fixed it to have it hit 100. Just for fun.